Hello, everybody. My name is Ben, and this is the internet's worst podcast period. And with me today is my host, David, co-host David.
We're on a live show, Ben. Can you not get your dang tongue untwisted there?
No, that would be too hard for me to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a no.
Okay.
No. Don't want to do it.
Well,
Just
give me 5 minutes, and I'm sure I'll do the same thing.
So we were going to have a guest on this time, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. Hopefully we'll be able to have him on next time. But either way, we're going to go ahead and press on with the live show. I have no idea. I have kind of an idea of what David's going to talk about, and I definitely know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's see. What do I have first? Okay. So I think the most interesting story that I have this time is about everybody's second favorite fast food place, Burger King.
Yum.
They went and partnered up with some company. I don't remember. Beyond Meat. And I'm sure by that company name you can kind of see where I'm going. They have introduced in select markets a burger that's not made out of meat. It's like plant-based, but it's not like a typical vegan burger. It tastes supposedly exactly like an actual burger. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. It seems like it could be interesting. The guy that wrote the article says that he didn't taste any difference, so I mean, that's a good sign, I guess, but everybody's taste buds are different, so, you know, it's kind of hard to tell whether somebody is whether you're going to like the same thing that somebody else is going to like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first thing. Meatless Whopper. Apparently they spent like a crazy amount of time trying to figure out how to how to have the patty not break when it goes off their little like cooking conveyor belt thing in their restaurant. Mm-hmm. They have a picture of it here, and it looks like they've held together okay. I don't know if these are the real ones or not, but yeah. I don't know. It seems interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Just maybe not. Whatever. Next.
Oh boy. Oh geez, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Let's go on to the next thing that you wouldn't think would be possible. So we've got plant-based meat, and now apparently DNA storage is a thing, which I actually think is like super, super cool.
See, I think
it's probably the way of the future.
I think I heard about something like this like years and years and years ago. Like they were just starting to like think about doing this, or they had just started trying to do this, but I don't know. I don't know how it seems like an interesting idea, but it just depends on what DNA they're going to like implant this on. Like, is this going to be like human DNA that they can encode information with, or is this just like benign DNA, like some moss that they found out in the middle of the Amazon rainforest that can do this, or I don't know.
No, it's the basic chemical building block, the adenine, cyanine, thymine, and guanine molecules that regular DNA would have. It's all synthetic, apparently.
Ah, okay.
So they're going to do it on a synthetic basis. They're basically training it to be ATs and Cs and Gs, basically just translating it into ones and zeros, just like binary bit computing is. Because that's all it is ones and zeros. And
so they're just training like the different pairings to be
apparently
to translate into the one. I got you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So,
okay,
I mean, they've only got like in this particular experiment, it was 5 bits of data.
5 bits,
and it took 17 hours.
Oof.
To store.
Oof.
But that entire process, it took 17 hours to store it and then read it back. So it took a very long time, but it worked. There was no data loss.
Wow.
So it's something that they think would be really, really, really cool in the future if they can get this to work on a much faster scale and a much larger scale. DNA density is so complex and so dense. You can literally get like all the world's like supercomputing storage facilities into like, I want to say it's like a room. Wow. Just one room of like DNA storage.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that would solve a lot of like space problems. Like imagine having DNA storage the size of nowadays like hard drive.
Yeah, exactly. And
that would be insane.
It's got like half the last century of world's data just stored on like one hard drive of DNA.
My goodness. Yeah, that's
really
insane.
Cool.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very crudely in its first stages, but
well, if it took 17 hours to encode and read back 5 bits, yeah, I would say that's just a little bit rudimentary. But
yeah.
I'm not a rocket scientist, or in this case, a biologist or whatever. What kind of scientist would work on this?
I don't know. This is like crossing biology with
computer science.
Yeah, computer science and all that stuff.
I don't know. Huh.
This is something that our generation would be like enthralled with. Like,
yeah.
No, previous generations that are really good with computers stuff, sure, fine. But like, this is the stuff that we've been surrounded in. So I can only imagine how much further potential this has.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. DNA storage. That's a thing now, I guess. On to my next topic. I've got everybody's favorite voice actor / regular actor, I guess, Mark Hamill, who famously played Luke Skywalker and voiced the Joker in Batman the Animated Series and a few of the Batman Arkham games. I think he only didn't voice like 1 or 2. He is going to be starring in the new remake, the upcoming remake of the Child's Play movie. He's starring as Chucky. So he's joining Aubrey Plaza from Parks and Rec, Gabriel Bateman, and Brian Tyree Henry. They're all going to be in the cast of this new Child's Play remake. So I don't know. I'm interested. I saw the original one recently, actually, and I was not I was not all that enthralled. But I guess knowing the twist beforehand is kind of ruins the entire movie. Just because, like, you know what's going to happen beforehand. You know?
Yeah.
So there wasn't any tension throughout the movie. I was like, yeah, this is the doll. There's no twist here for me. But I mean, there's not going to be a twist here for anybody either, but I'm interested to see exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, I don't know. It looks interesting, and I'm always down for anything with Mark Hamill in it. Especially, anything Star Wars, Batman related, but this looks cool. So, yeah. Mark Hamill, everybody. Woohoo.
Can't really go wrong with him. So.
No.
Oh, has anybody heard about the college admission scandal that is rocking the nation's top schools and, the Ivory Elite and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
A lot of fallout over that one.
Just a little.
Especially with Lori Loughlin. Oh, boy. Netflix dropped Fuller House over this. I know there's a bunch of companies that have dropped both her and her daughter.
Did they drop Fuller House, or did they just drop her from Fuller House?
I want to say it's just her right now.
I thought that was what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hallmark Channel cut all ties with her as well.
Oof.
And then I want to say Sephora dropped ties with her daughter and other things.
Dropped tie? What was she doing with Sephora?
Makeup or something. I mean, she's got like a YouTube audience and
I got you,
and things like that. So she's got a whole bunch of different things too. And then her and Felicity Huffman maybe spending time in some jail with this.
That's nice.
I want to say the district attorney over the case said if anybody gets jail time, then everybody is going to get jail time over this. So there is not going to be any like special favoritism played or anything like this. Like this is ridiculous. All the kids that are being involved with it. There's a couple of them that are being named in this lawsuit too, so they could possibly be facing some jail time.
Mm-hmm.
I know Stanford said anybody caught involved with this whole thing or suspected of being involved with it, all their applications are immediately being dismissed.
Oof.
So, and there was a coach, I want to say it was for a school in Philadelphia, but I'm not positive. He lost his job over this, taking bribes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole bunch of that stuff going on with this. So I don't know what they thought they was gonna accomplish with this, but they're facing anywhere between 6 to 21 months in prison if convicted, or they plead guilty.
Oof, that's not good.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. There's already people that have already pled guilty.
Man, imagine going from starring in your own Netflix series to going to jail. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yeah. What a downhill ride. Jeez. Wow.
There's 50 people charged so far. At least 5 pled guilty. One of them
is that
guilty.
50 parents, or is that like, or is this?
I think that's everybody.
Kids?
Parents, kids, coaches, whatever. Because it's a wide range. It's a huge range of different things. There's a couple of them that cheated for students on SATs and ACTs.
Jeez. Okay.
And stuff like that. There's some that took money. To get them into sports and stuff like that. So they had a place on the team and stuff like that. It hit Stanford. It hit Georgetown University. Yale is involved with this. So it's a huge thing. I'm sure there'll be a lot of fallout. It's still ongoing, so there might be an update to this later. But
oof, poor guys.
Could you imagine not being aware of what your parents were doing, though?
Yeah.
And you got caught up in this?
Jeez.
Like, some of these kids were full and well aware of what was going on and was in on this, but could you imagine your parent doing something behind your back? And you
Especially,
get kicked out of your school of your dreams because of what they did.
I know that would oof. I don't even want to imagine what that would be like. Ugh.
No, that's terrible.
I know. That just makes me like, ugh. It makes me kind of sick to my stomach, honestly, just thinking about it. Like, just imagine like achieving something that you've always wanted, and then it just going to crap because your parent decided that you weren't good enough to get into this school on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they paid somebody under the table, whether it be admissions people or just cheating on tests or whatever it's so many different things.
That's insane. Jeez. What is wrong with people? Like, for real?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I guess they've got more people that they might be bringing into this too over the next few weeks. There's still investigations going on, so there may be quite a bit more added to it. So
that's very good.
Yeah. Stupid people.
I know. Just wow. Okay. So we've got I've got a story about Apple. They lost their engineer who oversaw the iPhone and iPad processors from the A7 to the A12X. The A12X is obviously the one in their latest phone. The A7, I feel like, I think it was in the 6, I want to say. It was the first 64-bit processor for mobile devices. That's insane. But yeah, he left after 9 years apparently of being with Apple. I don't know what they're gonna do after this, honestly, because like they've been designing their own chips for God knows how long. I would assume since at least like the second or third iPhone, if not maybe a little bit after that. But I heard that they were planning on making their own chips for like MacBooks and stuff too, so as not have to rely on Intel or anybody like that. But if they were hoping to use this guy, then they're kind of out of luck. Yeah.
I don't know what you would do with that. I mean, they've obviously got roadwork laid out ahead of them. I mean, it'll take a couple of years before what he's been working on is probably not in the pipeline. Like he's got projects obviously that they continue to work on. So like the 13 and maybe even the A14 chip or however many years out he was ahead.
Mm-hmm.
They're a heck of a lot out of... No, there we go. Got my tongue tie in for the day. They're a lot farther out and ahead of Snapdragon and Qualcomm.
Yeah.
So they don't really have to worry about Android catching up, I guess, considering how far ahead they are. But I don't know why you'd want to... I mean, I know why you would want to, considering Intel is having their own chip manufacturing issues right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to switch to something else in-house for the MacBook. That would, to me, take a lot more than what they've got capable with just the little chips they have running their iPads and pods and phones and all that good stuff.
Oh, man. I mean, you never know.
I feel like they'd have to have a big step up to get that MacBook powered, but who knows?
Yeah. That's something only they can answer.
Yeah, well, if they can answer it now.
Yeah.
So where did he go? Do we know?
He just left. It doesn't the article that I'm reading doesn't say that he went anywhere. He just left. So I don't know if he.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he was part of another story that we're going to talk to or not. Who knows?
I don't know. Well, that's kind of a nice little intro or segue into my next topic. That's why I asked, did anybody get a hold of him or do we know where he went? Because Intel's been making some power plays of their own.
They've been poaching some people.
Yes, they have. That is not going to be taken lightly going forward. I thought a couple of these names that they were getting were like, okay, they're really serious. Now they're serious after this latest edition that they got.
Mm-hmm.
So
go
a lot of
ahead and
people
tell them
know
who they got first.
Yeah, they got the very first thing that got everybody's attention is Intel's been working on, or supposedly been working on, trying to start up their own discrete graphics card unit for a while. They've tried it before, and they failed miserably, because as soon as they had something to go up against NVIDIA came out with this whole new technology that instantly killed what Intel was working on before it ever had a chance to go into mass production.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to go in for round 2. Very first person that they got was Raja Kodiri from AMD. Anybody knows AMD was rocking it for the GPUs for quite a bit. And then they start picking out a couple of media people. So they got Kyle Bennett from Hard OCP. And then they got a couple of other people mixed in. And now they're like the crown jewel. I don't see how they could ever top this one. They got Tom Peterson from NVIDIA, which is basically the godfather over there of everything that NVIDIA has been working on over the last few years. Their major programs and initiatives. He's responsible for a lot of the GeForce program, which some people might like, some people might not.
Yeah.
He's really apparently the man behind a lot of the APIs and algorithms that they use for their overclocking stuff, that the EVGA Precision Boost and the MSI Afterburner programs can boost into to get some overclocking and things like that. So it seems like Intel is really, really gunning for this discrete graphics card, and they're really, really going to actually get something done this time. They're looking for a launch maybe 2020. Hopefully that gives NVIDIA some competition, because Lord no, they need it.
Yeah, AMD hasn't really been... hasn't been... They really haven't been caught up to NVIDIA in a long time.
No, they do enough to,
They capture that mid-range market well enough. But they are nowhere near NVIDIA in the top range. No.
Nope.
They got kind of close with the Vega 64 and whatnot, but those were too expensive to justify their own cost.
Yeah. They really shot themselves in the foot when they based it on HBM2.
Yeah.
Because that's some expensive memory right there. And the amounts they were putting into it, too, is...
Yeah, I know.
Was a lot. It was what, 12 to 16 gigabytes or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
It was a lot.
For reference, I've got a mid-tier graphics card from last generation that only has 8, and it's only GDDR5. So you can imagine
5 or 5X.
No, it's just 5.
Just 5?
1070 is just 5. The 1080 was the first one with the 5X, or the Ti, I think.
Okay.
No, the 1080 was the first one with the GDDR5X. Yeah.
Gotcha. Ouch. See, I didn't even know that.
Nope, I just got 5. But, I mean, it does its job, you know what I'm saying?
It really does. So, let's see if we get some competition rolling, and see if we can get some better graphics cards. Or at least, maybe not better, cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper.
Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with NVIDIA graphics cards. If Intel can give them a run for their money as far as performance goes, go for it. If they can just give them a run for the money for the pricing, then I'd be fine. They don't need to blow them out of the water. They just got to get this pricing under control.
Let's hope their mentality on that is what AMD's mentality on the CPU side was. Yeah, because so far Intel hasn't been very smart on that. They've been introducing more and more cores, sure, but they've also been increasing the price for those cores, which isn't really exactly helping themselves out, because you can still get an 8-core, 16-thread 1700X for like, what did you pay? $300?
No.
What did you get it for? I forgot.
Less than $170 with tax.
Oof. Yeah, and what is the 8700K? That's just straight 8 cores, isn't it?
No, 8700K is six cores, 12 threads. The 9700K is the one that's just straight 8 cores.
Yes. You
got to go up to the i9 9900K
to get 8
to
cores,
get your
16.
hyper-threading back.
And let's see what an i9 9900K goes for.
So that is their closest equivalent to what I got as far as cores and threads went.
On Amazon right now, it's going for $509. $509. That is a good, what, 300? Almost 350? Pretty darn close to 350.
That's ridiculous. And to be sure, don't get us wrong, the i9 9900K, depending on what you're doing, kind of beats the pants off of my 1700X.
Yeah.
But we're not talking 2 to 3 times more performance like the pricing would suggest, because you take 100, let's just say 200. I know you can get them for at least 200. Get up to $600. That's 3 times more price, correct? That's what they're going for? You said
something
6?
like that, yeah.
Or close to it?
Yeah.
They don't give you 3 times the performance. They're charging you 3 times the money. It is at most, depending on what workload you're working on, maybe 40%.
Yeah.
Hops.
Yeah.
I think it's usually closer to 25.
It's not great, no.
That is ridiculous. Even if they had charged twice the money, it's still, you're paying for a premium to get the best, sure. But twice the money would be a little bit high, considering it's not twice the performance. But no, they're going almost 3 times as expensive. Yeah, and I'm sure NVIDIA's doing the exact same thing with their stupid graphics cards.
So all that to say, we're hoping that they don't adopt the same mentality that they've had with their CPUs up until this point.
Yeah,
not to say what they're going to do with the next generation. Lord only knows. Let's just hope they play it smart. And, I mean, obviously we don't want to price themselves out of the market. But they need to be cheaper than NVIDIA with close, if not better than, the same performance, especially on the high end.
Yeah. Because if they just match them price and performance and don't even make it come down, well then all that money was for waste.
If they did that, there would be literally no reason to go with Intel, because there is years and years of support behind NVIDIA graphics, just the drivers and everything. You've got
whole ecosystem.
I'm streaming right now using my graphics card because it's got a little chip on it that can encode video. You know? And I mean, that's not to say that Intel won't have something, but you're going to be waiting a good while before before their graphics card can even do anything like that. So,
it's going to take a while. Whether Intel can do it or not is not any of the issue at all. No doubt they could do it. They could do it. 100 times better than NVIDIA.
Third-party support would be the issue.
Third-party, exactly. Who's going to support it, and how long is it going to take?
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm expecting at least half decent things.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not this week, but last week was, as everybody knows, everybody's favorite day of the year, April Fool's. And everybody's favorite rocket scientist / car engineer, Elon Musk.
What do you do now?
Dropped a hot new track called R.I.P. Harambe. I'm actually going to link it to you so you can listen to it, David.
Excuse me?
Yes.
R.I.P. Harambe?
R.I.P. Harambe.
What the heck is that?
So I'm going to switch over.
Oh.
It's an April Fool's song, yeah. I'm going to switch over to my desktop capture here, and we're going to listen to the glory that is R.I.P. Harambe.
Oh, I forgot about that. And we thinking about you.
R.I.P. Harambe, sipping on some Bombay. We on the way to heaven. Amen, amen. R.I.P. Harambe, smoking on some strong than gorillas do. And we thinking about you. All we ever do, thinking about you. We back at the zoo, man. Thinking about you, man. Where my girl is at, we miss you. We really, really miss you. R.I.P. Harambe, sipping on some Bombay. We on the way to heaven. Amen, amen. R.I.P. Harambe, smoking on some strong and gorillas too. And we thinking about you. R.I.P. Harambe, sipping on that Bombay. We thinking about you. Amen, amen. R.I.P. Harambe, we smoking on that strong. Hey, we love you, and we thinking about you. Harambe, that's strong. In the zone, we love you. Harambe, that's strong. In the zone, we love you.
So that was R.I.P. Harambe by the legend himself, Elon Musk. The most ridiculous song I think I've ever heard.
What was that? What was the point?
God. It was an April Fool's joke. What do you mean, what was the point? It's amazing.
Absolutely not.
I love it. It's so
We do
good.
not need Mr. Musk up there.
I need more auto-tune Elon Musk songs. That was so good.
You know what he needs to do, since he's a really good fan and a big fan of sending rocket ships into space and launching Teslas? We need him to auto-tune cover the Little Einsteins theme song.
Oh my God. Yes. That's good. Yes, we do need that. We actually do now. Thanks, David. Thanks.
I gave him an objective. Let's get it done, guys.
We're going to have to wait until April 1st for that one. April 1st, 2020. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
So
God, it'll be 420 that month, too.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's what he'll do. He'll drop it 420 of this month. Oh, my
Jeez.
God. All right. You got anything else?
Help us. Help us, dear Lord. I guess good news for you, since you already had it, or maybe bad news for you. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
Google decided they would end sales, I'm sure they already ended production well before this.
Yeah.
If they haven't, they did by now. Of the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL, even though it's only been out for like 14, maybe 16 months.
So sad. So sad. It's such a good phone, too. I don't understand why they would do that.
You gotta get that Pixel 3.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta give
Google
that moolah.
I'm not upgrading unless they stop providing Android updates for it, but I don't think they're going to do that for the foreseeable future. At least I would hope not. They
Android updates are such a hot mess.
Yeah, I know. They really are. I'm very, very glad to be like David said, I have a Pixel 2 XL. I'm very glad to be like a Google phone, a Google like produced phone, because it's you get Android updates much faster, but that also comes with the caveat of, something could break. But at least I'm on Android 9 now, and you've had your new phone for what? Probably a good 3-4 months now. Something like that.
When I got it, to be honest.
I
got it before I got yours. You got yours. So.
Yeah, I got mine in January, so you're probably going on like maybe 5 or 6 months actually.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, he's had his phone for a while, and he still hasn't gotten Android 9 yet, and that's been out for almost a year. No.
No, it'll be a year in September, though.
It's been a good few months. That's like seven months since it's been out. So, I don't know. I like the phone. I don't understand why they would cease production of it, but what you gonna do? Google is a fickle mistress, I guess.
Yeah,
as the YouTube scene has clearly shown.
It's all about that algorithm.
That's right. And speaking of YouTube, we're gonna segue into this now. PewDiePie and T-Series have finally they haven't really concluded their feud, but PewDiePie released a video March 31st or something like that. Yeah, March 31st, so it's been almost a week since it's came out. If you guys don't know, which I'm sure you do, but just for the purposes of the podcast, whatever. Late or early last year, I believe, everybody found out there was this like up and coming channel called T-Series, who's an Indian company who produces mostly music videos for like Bollywood songs and posts it on their YouTube channel. They were getting up really, really close to the subscriber count that PewDiePie was. So everybody started to subscribe to PewDiePie thing to try to keep him at the top, which has so far worked. But apparently right around the 31st, he was like 80,000 subscribers behind or something like that, and he decided... He's had this video for like 4 months, mind you. That's how long this back and forth has been going on. He's been surpassed by T-Series and then like usurped them like right away about 3 or 4 times before this happened. And in fact, after he dropped this video, he's since regained the title of most subscribed YouTube channel, and he's 500,000 subscribers ahead of T-Series. So obviously this song didn't really work out for him, but I wanted to bring it up and listen to it anyways, just because I've been listening to it all week. It's so good. Even if you don't like PewDiePie, just give this a chance. It is so good.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna listen to Congratulations, which as of today has just under 62 million views. Insane. So, yeah, let's go ahead and we'll watch this.
T-Series! Yeah. It's your big day! Incredible
our differences, but today, I just want to tell you.
Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. Party all day, I know you've been waiting. Congratulations, it's a celebration. I just want to tell you that I think that you're amazing.
Hey, congratulations to your corporation. Guess you be one Swedish boy, you need a billion nations. Yeah, you did it very nice, and all it took was a massive corporate entity with every song in Bollywood. Now you're at number one. Hope you did nothing wrong, like starting your business by selling pirated songs. Oops, didn't think we'd see. It's right there on Wikipedia. Get used to your past being held against you by the media. I'm sure right now there's nothing that you're doing that's illegal. Yeah, I'm certain that you haven't had collusions with the mafia. For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. For serious Indian mafia, please don't kill me, that's a joke. India, I'm sorry about the memes, you're the best. I love my Indian bros, from Bombay to Bangladesh. I'll take on all the world for you, I'm a heavy hitter. About to cause a genocide, so you can call me.
Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. Party all day, I know you've been waiting. Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. I just want to tell you that I think that you're amazing.
It's your big day. Such a big day. I got a letter in the post. What is this? T-Series saying cease and desist. Had a problem with me telling them to hold their defecation, but let me educate you, silly. That's not defamation. T-Series can eat a dick, still not defamation. Suck my fucking Swedish meatballs, still not defamation. Did you know that Indians have poo-poo in their brains?
That's a blatant racist lie.
Yeah, but still not defamation.
India got YouTube figured out. That's it, son. How about next you figure how to fix the caste system? Maybe all those ads will solve your crippling poverty. But looking at T-Series past, I'm guessing not probably. But never mind the poor people, we just hit a party. Just hit a pop some bottles with a 9-year-old army.
Non-alcoholic cause I had a real problem, but we still like to live it like we about to kamikaze. So this is it. Thanks for sticking with my channel. Ever since I was a nobody screaming at barrels. Yeah, this is it. It's been an adventure. It's the end of the reign of Felix Arvid Ulf Schallberg. Through all the change and controversy, you've been by my side. There's no army in the world. I would rather give me watch time. It's been a wild ride, so while I can still be heard, here's one last brofist from the number one in the world.
Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. Party all day, I know you've been waiting. Hey, congratulations, it's a celebration. I just want to tell you that I think that you're amazing.
It's your big day. I'm fucking lit. Such a big day. Congratulations, T-Series. You did it. Yes, that is that. Hope that Me Too stuff doesn't severely affect your bottom line.
That was
Nice bro fist, by the way.
I couldn't not do it. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, that was congratulations. I can't. It's too good. It's just too good. Like I said, I've been listening to that song like literally all freaking week. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. And David enjoyed it, obviously.
The very, very first time we listened to that, I was like, man, you don't even have to know who PewDiePie is. You don't have to like him. You don't need to know nothing. That is just a darn good song.
It's like the production value on that, as opposed, he released a song like early or late last year, and I wasn't particularly a fan of that. I listened to it; it was all right. But this song dropped, and I'm like, why do I like this? I liked it so much that I downloaded it on Spotify. Like, come on. I never do that for songs that from like YouTuber songs that I hear on their YouTube channel, but that was just too good. It is too good.
Yeah. I gave Google my support and downloaded it from them. Google runs my life. Call me the corporate shill. I don't care.
That's what you are. You're just a corporate shill, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else?
Oh, I don't really know. Boeing, I promised you guys an update in the last episode. Mm-hmm. Which, if you're listening to us right now, you wouldn't have heard this yet.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That episode hasn't dropped, but that's okay. By the time this is all published, you'll be all in the know. But it's looking like it's nothing but a giant software glitch, which I don't know if that makes it any better or worse. But anyways, it's still grounded.
It's much better for Boeing, because they don't have to recall all their planes and retool them all, but it doesn't make it better for everybody else, considering, it should have been something that they caught while they were testing this thing.
Yeah.
Granted, any engineering problems should have been caught, while they were testing it too, but I mean, a software thing is something that you can patch out like right away. It's not some major retooling that you would have to do, so I don't know. I don't know whether it's a good thing for other people or not, but it at least it's something, at least for Boeing, and I'm not siding with Boeing here, but at least for them, it's a simple software patch fix,
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Boeing, what is wrong with y'all?
Who knows? Who really knows?
All right, so this is...
What you got?
This is my last topic, and it's not even really a topic. This is a continuation of something that we started last podcast, where I go through and reread or read aloud my terrible attempt at a novel that I wrote when I was in high school. We read the first two chapters, the prologue and chapter 1, in the previous episode. So if you're not listening to the live version of this right now, you can go catch that on our podcast feed or on our YouTube channel. But if you are, then you're going to be kind of lost. Sorry about that. But I'm sure you'll have a good time regardless, especially considering it won't make any sense to you. It doesn't make any sense to me either, because I wrote this like friggin', I don't know, like a long time ago, and it's just not very good. So I don't know if we're going to read 1 or 2 chapters tonight, but we'll get through whatever, and it's going to be a mess.
What would you say? Was this freshman Ben, sophomore Ben? What would you say?
It was either freshman or sophomore, because I wrote the first chapter when I was at my first high school. For those of you who don't know me personally, I went freshman, sophomore year at one high school and then transferred to another because my mom worked at the other high school, and it was just easier for us to, be driven in a car with my mom. But so yeah, this had to be either freshman or sophomore. I'm leaning more towards sophomore though, just because I can't remember. This was 2011 when it was posted, so that would have been 8 years ago. Oh Lord, how old am I now? I'm 24, so I would have been 16. I don't know. That could have been either freshman or sophomore, honestly.
Well, if it was, what part of 2011 did you say?
Oh, let me see. This one, I think, hold on, I think the first two were posted, these were all in May 2011.
That would be 10th grade.
Yeah. So it was sophomore year. But either
Sophomore
way,
year.
we're going to read through this next chapter, and if we have time, which I'm sure we probably will, we'll go ahead and read the next, the third chapter as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and hope those of you who are watching this live aren't too confused. Anyway. It has been 2 months since Sean had been captured and forced into submission by the ruthless organization we now knew as Katana. He now knew as Katana. Woo! Now he sat meditating on past events. Memories swirled around his head. Catherine's supposed death, his capture, his reunion with Catherine. But the thing he thought most of was escape. Escape from the compound, escape from Katana, and escape from anything that tied him to it. The only thing keeping him there was, of course, Catherine. About 3 weeks ago, he had tried to escape with Catherine, but she had gotten captured, and he was told that if he refused to come back, she would be killed. He relented, and she lived, if only for another day. He was interrupted by Catherine, who was bringing him lunch. "Sean, I brought you a sandwich," she said. He gratefully accepted it. "What, nothing?" she said. "Your wife takes time out of her day to fix you a sandwich and you don't even thank her?" "Sorry, dear. I'm just thinking," he said. "You aren't planning to escape again, are you? I can't take my life being constantly put into jeopardy." "No, nothing like that. Just thinking on the past is all." "Good. I need to go and do some laundry." She leaned down to give him a kiss and walked off. Sean tried to resume meditating, but found he was restless. He got up to go in search of his wife. When he got to their room, however, she wasn't anywhere to be seen. "Catherine?" he said. There was no answer. Suddenly he heard her laughter down the hall. He walked out, trying to pinpoint the source of the sound. Then he heard her talking. He found it came from a brown door emblazoned with the number 417. He walked up to the door, but was about to walk away when he heard Annie, the woman who he first talked to when he got to the compound, say, "Status report." Oh boy. He still thinks I'm cute and innocent. He apologizes about everything and even tries to hide that he isn't trying to escape again. He has no idea what I'm up to. Good. Keep me informed. Sean heard footsteps coming towards the door and quickly hid behind where the door would open. Luckily, the woman walked the other way. Sean let the door close. As he did so, his face twisted into a look of rage. He trusted Catherine, gave up his life for her, and this is what she did? He decided not to tell Catherine what she knew. He had to escape, and it had to be tonight. Later that night, he was still awake, waiting for Catherine to fall asleep. Then, when she did, he crept out of bed and grabbed a black duffel bag from the closet and opened the door. I guess he didn't pack anything in the bag, because I didn't say that he did. I don't know if it was it must have been a pre-packed bag, because he's grabbing stuff out of it now. I'm reading ahead. Whoa. Okay. He silently walked into the hallway. Out of the bag, he grabbed a smoker he had swiped from the beekeeper's house earlier that day. He opened it and let the smoke pour out. Then he set the canister on the ground and pulled out of his bag a gas mask and ski goggles and put them on. He checked the progress of his plan. The smoke was still pouring out. What he could now see was the lasers. If he crossed one of those, turrets would come down from the ceiling and pump him full of lead. He carefully twisted and turned his way through them. Now, onto the main lobby. The only thing that stood between Sean and freedom now was those guards. The guards were highly trained and would shoot him on sight. When he crossed into the main lobby, he quickly ran into a dark corner. He then pulled a rope with a hook on the end from the bag. Oh boy, I can't read. He threw
Can't write either.
Thanks. You're so nice. He threw it around an awning, checked that it was tight, and shimmied up. The guards, their attention turned towards the front door, didn't see him. He leapt to the ground, careful not to make any noise, and started walking out onto the sand. Wait, what? I have no idea. Okay, whatever. He leapt to the ground, careful not to make any noise, and he started walking out into the sand. The next morning, Catherine woke up and was surprised not to see Sean. She quickly ran down the hallway and breathlessly said, "Sean is gone." Annie looked at her and calmly said, "Prepare the katana bots." Whatever the heck that means. Oh, Lord. I think that's probably the worst thing that I've ever read in my life. Thoughts?
You don't want them.
Well, that's good
I'm
to
so
know.
lost.
Yeah, I don't know. So apparently, in between the first chapter and this one, they got married for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what really confused me at the end was, like, I assumed the lobby was indoors, but I guess maybe it wasn't, because he just threw it up at the ceiling and climbed up, and then he was able to walk outside on the sand. So I don't know. I don't get it.
I think for once in my life, Ben has left me speechless. That has not happened in 5 years. I always have something.
Oh my god. That's too good.
Next chapter.
Okay. We'll read the third one, and then I think we'll call this episode done. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh god. There's some weird editing errors here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. This is the third chapter, by the way. We're continuing on. Sean had been walking for hours. The sun was beating down on him, and it didn't help that the sun that didn't hit him was being reflected off of the sand. He was just about to give up hope when he saw a roof in the distance. It's just a mirage, he thought. It'll go away soon. But as he kept walking, the roof kept getting bigger. Soon he was able to see the whole house. A house in the middle of the desert, he thought? Better go have a look. In spite of his tired body, he began to run toward the house. But suddenly he heard a humming noise coming from behind him. He would know that sound anywhere. A katana bot. He turned around and waited. Every second the K-bot got closer, the humming noise got louder. He waited until the K-bot got right in front of him and ducked. It missed him by mere centimeters. Before the K-bot could alter its flight path, he smoothly pulled the katana on its back from its sheath and sliced the bot in half. He picked up the camera that served as his eye and looked into it. I hope you have something better than that. He then threw it on the ground and smashed it with his foot. Sean looked up and saw a small family. Hello? Do you understand English? The man, presumably the father of the two children, yelled out his reply in Japanese. Time to put that Japanese I learned in the compound to good use. Hello, sir. Who are you? My name is, David. David Safer. The man, who didn't seem to notice his slight hesitation, carried on the conversation. What are you doing out here? I was kidnapped and escaped. Out into the desert, unfortunately. Do you need help? Yes, thank you. I am much obliged. The man motioned for him to come inside. When Sean made it inside, his nose was instantly grateful. After smelling sand for hours, even the simple stew on the stove smelled amazing. Dinner, the man's wife said. She passed the stew out to the family and Sean. Sean, never one to complain about food, especially now, gratefully accepted it. Thank you. While eating, he spied a Yamaha motorcycle that seemed out of place in the simple house. He shrugged, thinking nothing of it. Later that night, he lay awake on a bedroll that the family graciously lent him. Catherine's betrayal was still fresh on his mind. He knew it wasn't his fault, but he was still, for some unknown reason, overtaken by guilt. But he knew he had to stay aware. He couldn't let the feeling overtake him. And with that thought fresh in his mind, Sean fell asleep. At dawn, Sean woke up. It seemed like today might actually be a good day. The mother, who knew Mrs. Lau, was up and had already started on breakfast. The boys and their father soon came in as well. About 10 minutes later, they began to eat. "So, David, how was your trip to the friend's house?" Mr. Lau asked. "Very bumpy, as one might imagine. It was all made worse by this terrible headache I had," Sean replied slyly. "How did you sleep?" Mrs. Lau asked. "Very well." Sean was cut off by the sound of glass breaking and Mr. Lau suddenly gasping. A throwing knife could be clearly seen in his back. Then 3 more shatters. People dead. Sean turned around and waited for the inevitable 5th shatter. When it came, he quickly caught it and threw it back at the attacker. Seconds later, a distant grunt was heard. He geared up the Yamaha and sped towards the grunt. He was there in seconds. His attacker was on the ground. The word katana could be clearly seen on his left breast pocket. "Why did you kill those innocent people?" Sean demanded. "They had outlived their usefulness," the man calmly said. "Usefulness? They were working for Katana?" Sean said. "Where do you think they got that bike?" the man said. Sean bent down to grab the throwing knife from the man's belt. "I should use this to kill you, but that wouldn't make me any better than you, would it?" With that, he threw it down. It barely missed the man's ear. Sean geared up the bike and drove off towards the town he had been told of inside the compound. Meanwhile, at the compound, Catherine and Annie sat alone in a conference room. "We trained him too well," Catherine said. "He's too good and too smart to be caught now." "Too smart? I wouldn't say that," Annie said. She pulled out a small device which looked very much like a cell phone and turned it on. A red blip could soon be seen on the screen. "What is that?" Catherine asked. "Or more accurately, who, my dear?" "That little red dot is Sean." Boom. The end.
So where did she... I know she betrayed him in the last chapter, but...
Yeah.
I guess my mind was so lost in how bad the writing was.
Uh-huh.
I missed that part. What exactly happened?
She was working with Katana or something like that. She's been like...
The whole time?
I guess from the beginning. Sure. I would assume
I'm asking
so.
the creator, and the creator doesn't know.
I don't know.
Do you guys see what I have to put up with?
This was like 8 years ago. Come on. You said yourself in the last episode you can't even remember what you had for breakfast, okay? So I don't want to hear nothing.
I remember what I was thinking, though. if I wrote something, I'd at least... Well, maybe not.
Yeah, if you wrote something 8 years ago, yeah, and then decided to bring it up on a podcast you created 8 years later, yeah, you could explain the author's intent. Yeah.
You should, well, considering I'm talking to the blessed author, that would be nice.
Well, I mean, it's not going to happen, so I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. Oh, Lord.
So they GPS'd him.
Yeah, apparently so, yeah.
Apparently so.
Tracking device on the motorcycle that he took from the people that were apparently also working from Katana or whatever. I don't know.
Man, it hurts.
This is a mess.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's funny
boy.
how bad it actually is.
Yeah. All right. I think that's where we're going to end it this time, guys. Thank you to everybody who came out and watched. I hope you enjoyed the insanity that was our live recording session. We'll probably do another one of these later on, maybe a month or two down the road. But I enjoyed talking about this. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out, and hopefully we see you in the next hopefully you listen to the next episode. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to butcher while you're trying to say it?
No, I don't think so. I'll have to come up with something later for the outro. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Podcast, period is produced, hosted, and edited by Ben and co-hosted by David. You can find Ben on Twitter at BenPlaysVidars, that's BenPlaysVidYrs, and you can find David at Car6x16. You can find the show on Twitter at podcast period or email us at podcastperiod@gmail.com. That's all for this week. Thanks for listening.